Hey, how's it going? Just checking my mics and stuff. Yeah, looks like I'm broadcasting, and I checked the audio earlier, so it should not be stuttering. And hopefully, for those of you in the chat, you can confirm that I sound like a human and not like a stuttering, I don't know, digital robot sound. And have a good analogy. Cool, sounds good. Thank you, Eric. I feel like the game is competing with my volume, so I'm going to turn the game down just a hair. I mean, this game doesn't really have any dialogue, so... does the volume of the music in the game... is that too loud? Oh, my wife's here. Julmon. Alright, we're playing Binding of Isaac. I've been playing this a lot lately. This is the original Binding of Isaac with the expansion Wrath of the Lamb. This is not Binding of Isaac Rebirth or Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. So basically the creator of this game remade this game, and they re-released it with a very similar name. So to the point where even if you Google Binding of Isaac, if you're not paying attention, you might be looking at the wrong game. So this is the original, not the remake. And they only came out like 4 years apart or something like that. But they did add in new stuff, new weapons. It has a lot of the same old stuff, but this is the original, the OG. Edmund McMillan and Florian Hinsel. And as you can see in the top right corner, I have permission. Yeah, so there's that. And usually on the front here, that like wiggly thing in the middle, that usually shows your like an outline of Isaac. Right now it shows like a little, it's a puzzle piece. I'm in the middle of replaying the game, and if I beat the cathedral, which is one of the end levels, I can get all the puzzle pieces with all the characters, and then I can unlock another thing to beat. But we'll just get into it here. So basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to unlock some more secrets. As you unlock more stuff, you get the opportunity to get more items in the game. So I'm about halfway through unlocking everything. And as you can see, like, my death to mom kill ratio is not very good, but whatever. So I can either work on that tonight, or I can do a challenge, and all the challenges have a unique thing. So I'm just going to try for a regular run first. These are all the characters. I have them all unlocked. You know, Isaac is the main character, the namesake. But I have to beat the devil with the question mark guy, Eve, and Cain. So I'm going to try with Cain, and I have hard mode off because I don't want to embarrass myself tonight. This is a twin stick shooter, in case you're unaware or unfamiliar with the game. Basically, you have WASD, controls what direction you walk in, and then up, down, left, and right controls which direction you shoot in. So you can shoot in any direction, opposite or in the same direction as you're walking. There's also 3 other buttons, although this only shows you 2. E places bombs, which I have none of at the moment. Spacebar uses your rechargeable item. And then there is Q, which uses a one-time use item. If I die, I'll do Spider Boy. Spider Boy is actually a pretty good challenge because, or not hard challenge, it's easier because you get the spider ability. We'll go into that. So This is procedurally generated. Each level is different. Every time you play the game, you'll never have the same map, but the basics are the same. So on the very top there is the mini map. The crown is an item room. The penny sign, the cent sign below, is a shop. And then there's other areas. There's also secret areas that you can get to in each map. And then next to that is how many pennies I have, how many bombs I have, and how many keys. I have 1 key. My arrows, which are tiers. You shoot out tiers in this game. And next to that is my space item, my rechargeable item, which I currently have none. And then next to that is my hearts. And there are 3 different types of hearts in this game. There's heart containers that are red that you can refill back up. There are soul hearts, which are blue. They're like one-time use hearts. Once you get hit and they disappear, you won't get a container for it. And then there are eternal hearts, which are white. If you can get 2 eternal hearts or beat the level with 1/2 of an eternal heart, you will gain another heart container. And you usually get those more so on hard mode. So we're gonna get into it. So first item, I got a thing that gives me more blast damage. I mean, the bottom of the screen's a little cut off. And it also gave me 5 bombs. And each of the items that you pick up modify your character's look. So now I have like a shaky Bomberman head. And those are piles of shit. You know. Flames and piles of shit, if you destroy them, you have a potential of dropping an item like a penny, a bomb, or a key. And then that's a soul heart right there. That's a compass that tells you where everything is on the map, and a bomb. Yeah, it's a twin-stick shooter. You can play this with a controller. I've just always played it with a keyboard because I've had this game since it launched. And it didn't originally have controller support. You have to use Joy to key for it to work, which I don't have or want to deal with. This is a trinket. I don't remember what it does. Trinkets are items that you can... They're like modifiers. So sometimes a trinket will give you more damage or more speed, or it may... You know, if you pick up an item, you might have a chance of getting another item. Here, I'll look up what this one does, because I never remember the trinkets. The push pin, 10% chance to fire a spectral or piercing tear. So a spectral tear can go through rocks, like I can't shoot through this rock right now, and that one did. And a piercing tear can go through more than one enemy. So, not the most useful augment. And I'm already getting hit. So this is one of the games that kind of rewards you for doing challenges and achievements. It's not just Steam achievements, it's actual real achievements. Well, that's an internal heart. So if I can beat the rest of the level, and I have that, when I go to the next level, I'll get another heart container. I don't like to pick these up until I beat the level, if I can avoid it, because if I get hit, the very first thing I'll lose is the eternal heart slot. So I'm just going to leave that there, and I just have to remember, pick that up before I leave. Yeah, for twin-stick shooters, this is my favorite. It's like the best part of, you know, the original Zelda, the dungeons. Ooh, I am way too close to that fly. You know, other twin-stick shooters are like, ooh, Super Lust. This is like a mini-boss. There's like the 7 deadly sins you can fight. Other twin-stick shooters are like, Smash TV. The arcade Smash TV. It was also on a bunch of other stuff. Xenocrisis, which is like a new one that everyone plays. There's a bunch, but like Smash I used to play a lot because I had it for Game Gear. This is an item reward I got. So it's a heart. It's a usable item. and I'm going to use it right now. So if I hit spacebar, it refilled 1 heart container. So I got a refill on my health. And as I beat more rooms, every time I clear a room, an item will charge up a little bit. Some items will charge up after 1 room, some items recharge instantly, some items need something to use them. Like if you get coins and you got the slot machine item, oh yeah, Robotron's another twin stick, probably the original twin stick. If you have the slot machine and you hit spacebar, it'll use up a coin, so you can keep using it instantly. And then some take like 10 rooms to charge up. And this is the first boss fight, Monstro. And it's gonna go really slow because I don't have any strength upgrades at the moment. You can see he's shooting 2 different size pellets, tiers, whatever you want to call them. There are smaller ones and bigger ones. The bigger ones take off a full heart, and the smaller ones take off half a heart. The trick is not to get hit, obviously. And I often do the dumb thing of running into the projectiles. I have a habit of playing very aggressive in these games, so I usually die pretty quickly, or I survive all the way to the end because I have bigger rewards. That's why... Land it on me. That's why I usually have a really bad mom kill ratio. This is Pageant Boy. I basically get money for picking that item up, and now I get to have a little crown on my head. Yeah, this is not a Josh game. Josh hates roguelike, which this is. You have 1 chance to beat it. If I die, I start from scratch. It's procedurally generated, which is another phrase he hates. And these are like the little things between the levels. Just dumb stuff. So I had half an Eternal Heart, I got to the next level, and I got another container. The premise of this game, if you're not familiar, is you're Isaac, and your mom is a crazy religious zealot. Or zealot. You could sell it. And she goes crazy, and she tries to kill you. So you run into the basement, and you're kind of running away from mom, and then you have to confront mom, and then there's like a whole biblical tie-in. It is a biblical game. This is the arcade. It takes a coin to get inside to unlock the door, and then you can do these things. There's a slot machine, which you have a chance of winning some items. There's this guy, and then there is this blood for money. So I could touch it, it will damage me, and then it will give me coins. I do not have Dead Cell. I've never played Dead Cell. Is it a good game? So I just got a pill. This is a one-time use item. Pills can do anything. Not anything. Pills can be a bunch of bad stuff, but it can also be a bunch of good stuff. And every time you play, there's like a set of like 6 things it can do. And I think there's a total of like 10 things it can do. So sometimes you'll get really good things that pills will do, and sometimes you might be really annoyed. One of the things it does is like shoots out bombs, and I don't want to destroy the arcade, so I'm going to do it out here just in case. Puberty. I don't think that does anything. I just think it makes your guy look funny. There's half a heart. And if you had enough coins, you can really abuse this system, which I typically do. I will sit in here for a while. You know, now there's an extra heart in the floor, I can hurt myself twice. And now I have 2 more coins that I can use on here and try to get more hearts. Oop. I already broke the machine. Some machines will give you have a chance of a reward when you break the machine. This guy, he doesn't break, but if you get a certain item, he'll leave. But if you see him again, because there are more than one arcades throughout the gameplay, if you see him again, there's a chance that I mean, if you get the item that he drops, which is a poop hat, if you get the poop hat, when you see him again, he'll never disappear, and you can really abuse that if you have a lot of coins. You can like get, he has a random chance of dropping a Eternal Heart hat, so you can try to milk it for as many hearts or as Eternal Hearts as you can. This is my favorite twin stick for sure, and between this and Faster Than Light, which I probably like more as a roguelike, those are my two favorite roguelike, and I think my two favorite Steam games, really. It's giving me a bunch of items. You know, the more bombs and keys I have, the more I can explore. I know this isn't the most... That's the item. If you get that little fly with a heart. Yep, there it is. If you get that, which is good to get early on, all the flies in the game will not attack you. And it is a poop hat. Oh, there's a whole heart right there. I'm gonna continue to hurt myself. There's a chance if you break this machine, which is a random chance that it will break every time you use it, it'll give you another heart container. Or it'll give you an item that allows you to sacrifice your hearts for money. And you can use it indefinitely, which is really good if you have a lot of hearts like lying on the floor. Here's another pill I've never taken before. It's question mark. And a teleportation pill. So these are the flies. Normally these flies would attack me, they'd be glowing red, but now I can like run into them and they won't hurt me. They'll just kind of be in my way. Oh, that was stupid of me. That purple thing is a thing that lets me hold 2 trinkets, because normally you can only hold 1 trinket at a time. There is a tarot card, which is kind of like the pills, but they have a specific thing every time. This... I've been blessed. I think that means if I get really low on health, you'll get a free soul heart. So I'm gonna try and get that thing that gives me 2 trinkets by picking up these hearts, and then I used my usable item, which gave me a heart container. And I picked up another one. And yes, this is like a little bit of game manipulation, but it's how you beat the game. Like, if you're not doing this type of stuff, you probably will beat the game not that often. Somehow I got 21 coins, which is more than enough to get that 2 trinket holder thing. Mom's purse. And typically what I will do when I'm playing is I'll fight the boss, and then if the boss drops hearts, I'll run back and I'll keep using that machine until I really screw myself over. Well, this is a fairly easy boss, although my range is dick. And you can drop bombs, you know, you can kill bosses that way, but I like to save the bombs for other stuff. Ah! And obviously, so there's a bunch of attributes to your guy that are never kind of shown to you. There's a little bit of a hint of it when you're starting. Like, there's, you know, damage, there's speed, there's luck. There we go. So this is milk, which gives me health. There is a half a heart and a soul heart, and then a door open. This is a Satan's like deal. Or in this case, it is a random boss fight. Usually these rooms, you can permanently sacrifice a heart container to get a item. But we are now fighting Krampus. And he's really difficult. He's very much like Satan. He has the same attack cycle as the boss I'm trying to fight later in the game. Except hopefully by then I will have a stronger attack. This is not an easy boss to fight early on with, you know, very little. Like, there's things that you can do to get more tiers. So you shoot more tiers or faster tier projectile. So they travel far faster. And then there's range, which will make them travel further. And then they're farther, however you want to say it. At this rate, I'm not going to have any extra hearts. And I'll be lucky if I beat them quite quickly. Oh, there's my blessing at work. I got a soul heart. And you can't leave rooms like this. Normal rooms you can leave if you bomb the door. You can like force the door open, they'll like run away. Or if you had something that teleported you, like a teleportation pill, or there's other items in the game that can teleport. So like if you're doing bad in the fight like I am doing right now, like in this case I might wipe, and if I wipe I'll do this. Okay. Spider Boy. So there we go, I did it. And my reward, a lump of coal. I do have 6 coins, and I do know in that shop there was, I think, both a heart and a soul heart. So I might try to... So it's 3 coins for the heart, so I'll take that just so I don't die right away in the next level. This room here, as you enter, you lose half a heart, and as you exit, you lose half a heart. But there's sometimes items inside. And this time, I'm not going to play that aggressively, then I'll start the next level with only half a heart. Although I normally do. Oh, I forgot to check for secret areas. Oh. So in each map, there are 2 secrets. There is a secret area that is usually surrounded by other rooms. And then there is a secret area that is surrounded by no other rooms. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but it's the best I can describe it. What that Krampus thing did was, I think it increased my damage a little bit, which is good. And also turned my tears brown. Bombs. I have a lot of bombs right now. Oh! Go away. Yeah, that definitely increased my strength. The spiders usually are 2 hits, not these ones, but the ones that come out of it. But I'm doing 1 hit on them. So things that I would really want before I go to the boss, which is just random whether I get it or not, is more tiers, like a lot more tiers and more range. These guys are really annoying. If they hit you, you drop your coins, and you drop less than what you have. So like, I probably had 3 coins there or something like that, and now I can only pick up 2. Pick up 1. Here's a gap I can't cross, but if you blow a bomb into the gap, you can cross it. And another bomb item, which is not all that great. I got 10 extra bombs, so now I have way too many bombs. I mean, not too many, but you know, I don't really have a crazy use for it unless I'm gonna do, unless I'm gonna start bombing a lot of stuff in the later levels. I'll go into why if we make it there. And more bombs. That item down there, that is Mom's pill purse, or pill item, pill carrier. It'll like drop out like 7 pills, or not 7 pills, 4 pills for to use. And again, they're random, so sometimes pills are good and sometimes pills are bad. Oh. There are all sorts of achievements in the game, or secrets, they call them. The secrets are the achievements. Like, if you can beat levels without getting hit, you usually get like a secret unlocked. I haven't done the catacombs without getting hit yet, but I've done the first one, and I've done the hardest one, which is the womb, which is like the last one. Those are bombs, so obviously they have a big area of effect. You can also try to manipulate these guys to try to blow open the secrets for you. And the way to unlock the secret areas are in the middle of each room. If there's no door there, you can try to put a bomb and see if there's a hidden room. So for instance, if I put a bomb here, there's a secret. And I've been playing this game long enough to guess where the secrets are. So in this one, there is a slot machine. I only have 1 coin. You can blow up the slot machines, which I may do. So that's the secret room that's surrounded by 3 other rooms. The other secrets are usually, the other secret in each map is usually a room that's surrounded by no other rooms. For instance, if there was a secret on the other side of this wall, which there is, and there's hearts inside. Sometimes there's soul hearts, sometimes there's all sorts of stuff. Now we can go to the room that hurts us because we know there's more hearts laying around and see if we get something. This is a usable item. I believe it shoots out, or it gives you a halo of flies that attack for you. This means halo. And then this room is, if you run over the spikes, you'll lose a heart, but if you have a chance of opening a chest. So, didn't get anything, and if I did it again, I would definitely die. But I can go back into this room and get more hearts. I can attempt to do it 2 more times. This game sounds really moist. Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of blood effects. Alright, so I don't like those rooms. I almost never do them unless I have plenty of hearts laying around. I always have bad luck. But if you're lucky, you'll get a chest, and if you're really lucky, it'll be a gold chest, and if you're super duper lucky, inside that gold chest will be an item that you can actually use. There are 2 types of chests in this game. There's regular gray chests and gold chests, and if you get a gold one, you... Yep, my flies. Sorry, I'm distracted by fighting a mini devil. He has the same attack as Krampus, which is funny. And he's also the first form of Satan. So if we make it to Satan, we're going to be fighting this exact creature again. What was I saying? So gold chests have a chance to drop the same thing as a regular chest, or a usable item, like hell. Come on, do your laser move. Or not. See, that's what I did want to happen, just to pin myself in a corner. There we go. Ooh, an Eternal Heart. This is another cat item where what this does, if I permanently sacrifice one of my hearts, I'll get a soul heart. Not very useful. I think, or 2 soul hearts, or something like that. Something stupid. But Eternal Hearts are good, because next level, permanent heart. Okay, so at the very top there, it said Curse of Darkness. Basically what that means is I will not remember my map. My map will never unveil or as I enter new rooms. It'll just be a question mark the whole time. So it's like the curse of this level. And see that guy shooting out big bullets, so he'll take off a full heart. Oh, I never blew up that slot machine. I'm very distracted talking to you. Talking. Another fucking bomb item? I don't need bomb items. This is a bomb you can place. It's like very much a waste of an item. Oh, this is a library. In it, there are 2 books. This one gives me homing bullets, which are useless, and this one gives me a temporary curse for the room if I use it, but it will increase my strength a lot. So for instance, if I use it, now I have blood tears that are much stronger than my normal tears. And it recharges fairly fast, so I typically will use something like that. Although I should have saved it for him instead of showing you guys in demonstration. I hate that I have like no range right now. There we go. And he dropped a coupon Steam sale. So all the shops from now on will be 50% off. So if something is normally 15 coins, it'll now only be 7, and so on and so on. Oh, I was not paying attention. I am just asking to die. This guy shoots out flies, and since I have the fly hat, he's really not a threat at all. This is a beggar, but a demon beggar, so he takes off hearts, and he's kind of like that blood coin machine ATM. No! No! That blood ATM that you sacrifice hearts. God damn it. With him, you sacrifice health, and there is a chance that he'll give you a good item. But right now I have no health. And there's a room I can hurt myself going into. Come on. That's a tarot card. It's the Lovers. I know what the Lovers does. If I use it, it'll give me 2 hearts. There are my 2 hearts. Ooh, that bomb blew open a secret. This is like a fortune-telling machine. If you do it, you can get different trinkets and tarot cards and soul hearts. So I have Safety Cap now, which gives me an opportunity to get a pill when I clear a room. And I picked up a 2 of Hearts. That, what 2 of Hearts does is it doubles your health. So if you have half health and you use it, you'll go to full health. The tick down there I don't like because it permanently takes over a trinket spot. You can't remove it, much like you can't remove a tick. And then there was another, like a red patch. I don't remember what that does. I'll probably take that over the push pin because I think the push pin is kind of crappy. Of course. Really? You seem to play your worst when you're streaming. So I found one of the secret rooms in this level. There is another, but it's hard to tell. But I think what I found was a room touching no other rooms. So I should find where the map turns and put bombs around there. So like here, it goes up and down in the next room to the left, so I should do up and down. So anywhere that the map might turn is good areas. So here, it's on both the left and right. And I have plenty of bombs to do this. Normally you'd have to make a much more tactical decision. There we go. And more coins. So, pretty convenient. Yeah, usually in the secret rooms there's coins, but sometimes there's health, sometimes there's a mini-boss. Was there a room that had the spikes? Because I feel like, yeah. And there's also this guy. I have to be careful not to destroy him with my bomb, and I have a stronger bomb. There we go. So you can see I'm sacrificing health. And he gave me an item. He gave me a Pope hat. I don't know what it does. I'm sure it does something. Spike room, which was nothing. But I do have that Two of Hearts that will double my health. So I'm not really worried. And I have more coins. I can use this machine a little bit more. That's Cancer. It's like a Cancer Forbidden Heart. Ooh, I want that. What that does... What Cancer does is it makes you shoot more tears, which I might actually take at this moment. And then the Curved Horn does +2 to your... that's a good item too. I'll use that on the boss. +2 to your damage. The Sun will do like damage to... It'll show you your entire mini-map. And it will also do damage to anyone in the room, and that's it. Ooh, and it dropped an item. And all that item does is gives you tarot cards. This gives me soul hearts, so I'll take that. Got my other item, because I don't really care. See what this card is. Ooh, death is also a strong item. So I want to walk away with the Cancer and the Horn. Figure out how to pick those up. Oh, I got it. Cancer and the Horn. Okay. Cancer Horn, I got the book back. And I'll use the Sun. Oh, also what that did was the Magic 8 Ball also gave me my mini-map. It undid the curse. Oh, okay, so it converts regular hearts into soul hearts. Not bad. This guy's kind of a pain in the ass. but I don't know if you noticed, but there's a slight increase to my firing rate, and also you can see this guy's health is dropping much faster than the previous bosses. It's just doing more damage. And he shoots flies out, which is like I'm immune to because I have the poop hat. Alright, so I use that one item. I'm gonna go back for the hearts card, because I will lose these soul hearts at some point. Death is also a good room. It does damage. Oh, that was not the right card. Place it up on. Death does like 50% damage to everything in the room. It can really mess stuff up. So death. So there's two pairs. There's like it was just the depths, but before that it's like the cellar is 1 and 2, the catacombs 1 and 2, the depths 1 and 2. At the end of depths 2, you have to fight Mom, which is not the end of the game, but it like you don't get, and once you get to Mom, you can't explore the level, so you have to explore the entire map if you choose to before you get to Mom. This is also a cursed map. I have no, and if I can beat this without taking damage, this is a waste. This is stupid. I'm getting really bad items, but doing okay. It's a magnet, so I can pick up things from far away. It's a waste. So you can see like those coins are floating towards me right now. These are vaginas spewing, like vaginas with butts spewing lasers at me. You know? Ever have that feeling when buddy vaginas are spewing lasers at you? So if I take damage on the boss, I'll come back here and I'll sacrifice some health. But if I can beat this, it's a secret I haven't unlocked yet. But just walked into a guy like a dumbass, so now I have no qualms going back and sacrificing some health. A lot of this is like learning your enemies. Like, I played this game obviously a lot. Homing bomb. Oh, range up. Good. So now I can shoot further away. That's nice. And he gave me a 2 of diamonds, which doubles my money. And this is a damage increase. Ooh, damage and speed. So I run faster and I do more damage. I might have no need for the book soon. The book that helps increase my damage. Like if I can do enough damage without needing the book, it's probably wise to swap it out for something else. Really? So on this map, or this room, you can see this rock is a normal rock color, and this rock is a dark blue rock. If you destroy this dark blue rock, you'll get an item. This pickaxe lets you destroy 1 rock, so not really any reason to keep it or get it. These guys are only immune from behind, kind of like the what are those guys called in Zelda? Like Dark Knots, Red Knots. And this guy has a face. That just all that means is he runs much faster than the other guys, which means he's a pain in the ass to deal with. kind of have to taro them, you know, like a bullfighter. Get them to run towards you and then run behind them and shoot. These guys shoot flies, so I'm pretty much immune. That thing in the center of the room will stay active, but shooting things at me until I destroy everything in the room. All the enemies, that is. There's also green versions in which they will shoot bombs at you, so they're really annoying. Oh, these are all flies, so I'm immune. I can like touch all of them. Look at me bragging, talking about me touching all my fly friends. Ooh. I'm purposely not using the coin thing, the coin doubler thing, because I want to either wait until I have to purchase something, or wait until I think I have the most amount of coins I'll have in the level. Alright, so now we're looking for the secret rooms. So it's always easier to find the one room that touches other rooms. There's a... Oh, I should have used the doubler. Levers. Pill I never used before. Bad gas. Bad gas is like an AoE that like hits people around you. Trying to think where. Now I'm looking for rooms that touch no other rooms. They're usually not in the blood sacrifice room. I think that touches. I think that touches. It's harder when there's no map. And if I had an infinite amount of time, but if I wasn't streaming, I would actually draw it out and be like, okay, which rooms aren't touching other rooms? Like maybe this one. Oh, there we go. Soul Heart. Or Eternal Heart. So what happens is, the way it stacks up in your health is it'll go between your soul hearts and your regular health. So I'll have 4 half hearts until I lose the Eternal Heart. But since I have enough bombs to come back in this room, I'm just gonna kill the boss and come back. And this is a hard boss, so I'm glad I did that. He's really, really annoying. Shoots lasers out if you're parallel with him, horizontal to him, left or right to him. And then he shoots out these little flies that all shoot out bullets, and then he tries to jump on you, and then he also, when he lands, takes off a full heart health. I would have just lost the Eternal Heart right there. a good thing that you don't speeds up my shots, so my bullets travel faster. My arrows, not my bullets. And I'm gonna use the other card I picked up, that the Lovers. That gives me 2 hearts, so I'll have full health going into the next level. And sometimes you can get a Soul Heart or Eternal Heart, I think, from the Lovers. So that's sometimes convenient to do as well. I'm cutting my hair after the stream tonight, so next Thursday, when I stream, I will have very short hair. Oh, I'm skipping the cutscenes. Sorry, I don't really think about it. I've been playing this game for so long, I'm just like, oh yeah, stupid cutscenes. These are like little meat men. If you don't kill them, they like regain their health. It's very similar to these things. Like if I don't, not to do it, but if you don't damage it for a while, it'll regenerate. Yeah, I'm buzzing it. I cut my own hair every, I don't know, 9 months. It grows out this long. If it gets a little bit longer, it'll start to get in front of my eye, and I'll get migraines because my eye's straining to see through the hair. But I'll buzz it to the longest extension on the buzzer. So it'll be about an inch. Or as we say, William-sized. If you're not perfect with the bomb placement, it won't fill in the gap. It'll just destroy the rock. So it's kind of important to like know where you're placing the bomb. Lobi. It sucks as it cuts. It certainly does suck. Yeah, I saw on your stream, Eric, that you cut it rather short. Another one of these? Alright. I'm gonna save my money to see if I see an arcade. Alright, these guys will just follow me. Yep. These are little flies that when you destroy them, they explode. So, obviously you don't want to destroy them when they're right up on you. These are flies that shoot out bullets in every direction. I keep calling it bullets, but they're technically it's tears. Or, as the game calls them, arrows. But they're very much tears. Here's another Deadly Sin. Ah! And something nice about this game, too, is if a guy shoots out explosives or stomps, he can damage his... You can damage other enemies on the screen. Oh, Chariot. I'm gonna rock that for a little bit. We'll use it on the boss. Chariot lets you gain temporary invincibility, and then you can like run into the boss, and in doing so, you'll damage the boss. these guys weren't originally in the very first release. These were like a newer guy that came with the DLC. I remember seeing them for the first time and being like, what the hell are those? Ooh. So that's a... whatchamacallit? You know, gambling device, slot machine. That's the second time in this game I've seen this guy escape this crevice, which he shouldn't be able to do. So those are like special piles of shit with a white fly circling around it. If I didn't have the poop hat, those white flies will attack you once you destroy their poop pile. And they are much stronger than a normal fly. Normal flies are one hit, they're like 5 hits. And nothing again in this room. So that guy to the top right shoots out explosive attacks. Although he did not try to attack. Perfect. This grants me temporary invulnerability. And that's it. Like, not invulnerability and run at the boss. I don't like to use it because I don't think I do enough damage, and there are items you can get in this game that recharge your chargeable items faster, but I think like a boss has many forms usually. You don't want to like be messing around with that. The reason I blow up the front is because sometimes bombs will shoot out that are detonating, and if you don't blow up the front, they have nowhere to go, so they just blow up the slot machine. Yeah, my beard can't grow in. Bombs are keys, which is fine because I have equal number of bombs and keys. Soul heart. So sometimes the advantage of using this over the like tarot card machine is that if you had pills that gave you an extra heart, which there are in some runs, when you take a pill, it'll give you another heart container. You can get a chance to get a free heart container just, using the regular slot machine. I don't like that item. What that does is if you get to the last heart in your slot, it'll pull you to the room before you just entered. So if you're fighting a boss and you only have one heart sliver left, it'll pull you out of the room, whether you're about to win or not. And that's really inconvenient if you already explored the whole map. Because basically there's no way for you to get another heart container, or another heart to fill a container, and you still have to fight the boss from scratch then, with only one sliver. That's a pretty good item. I might switch to it. It poisons the pink eye right there. Heart, you have a chance of dropping hearts in a room. Really, I'm just using this for soul hearts more so than anything else. Empress. Judgment. Judgment. I think Judgment creates a beggar, but I don't have any money for a beggar. Empress. Chariot. Death. Chariot. Oh, this is Chariot. You run around, you can like run into the boss. Death. Oh, full hearts. Lovers. I had Temperance, which is another thing you can get. Temperance would be pretty good to have. I think Empress turns you temporarily strong. Like that. I'm gonna go for Death. Death, Pink Eye, and Curved Horn. So I'm gonna do a lot of damage. I'm gonna poison them. Oh wait, I can't go back into that room. In which case I'm gonna take the beggar. Because I'm on the mom level, so once I beat mom, I can't go back and explore. So now I'm gonna do a lot of damage, I'm gonna poison, and that's about it. And the color, what the colors mean is they're like a modification on the boss. So sometimes that means they're stronger, sometimes it means they can shoot out exploding things. And you never see Mom's face, by the way. It's kind of like Muppet Baby Rose. What just happened? Oh, never mind. I thought I lost a bunch of hearts, but it's just I had another row before. And you can either beat this boss really, really fast, or you can do what I'm doing and it's really slow. It just depends on how buffed up you are. Sometimes I've beaten the boss in literally like 3 seconds. Although I'm doing pretty fast here. Sometimes you have a run where it's like you do no damage. Different color rock. Ooh, and it's a gold chest. So I have a chance of getting an item by opening this. Gold chest, you need a key to open though. And I got an item, but it's a stupid item. Tammy's head, you shoot it, and it just does that. The Lovers or Judgment? I'm gonna go with Judgment. Although I will use Lovers now. No, nothing good. And now we're in the Womb. So there's 2 levels of the Womb. The big difference between the Womb and the other levels are there are no shops and there are no treasure rooms. So there are no items to get unless you happen upon one, either by fighting a mini-boss or whatever. Also, a lot of the rooms have actual bosses as just the room monster. And something else I was going to say. And oh, damage is doubled. So what would normally cause 1 half heart of damage now causes 1 whole heart of damage. And oh, the very last thing is the rocks, they're all red. So although some of those red rocks will be like those darker color rocks where if you explode it there might be an item underneath, there's no visual way of telling anymore. So sometimes you'll be blowing open like looking for a secret room and you'll blow open a rock and inside the rock will be something and you didn't know. So this guy kind of mimics you, do the same things you're doing. So what I typically do is I'll do that. This guy creates like acid on the floor. So you can't touch that unless you're flying, which I don't have flying right now. I wish I did. Easier here. Maybe that's fudge. So again, all the hits I take are now doubled. So that was a whole heart of damage just running into that guy by accident. Not that I would run into him on purpose. So you can end up losing a lot of health really quickly in these levels. And I'm doing a lot of damage. These guys usually take a lot more hits. Ooh, that was close. And this is like a normal boss. This is like a first level boss. I wish I had flying right now, because if you have flying, you can fly over those rocks and then they can't hit you at all. But I am getting a lot of bombs, and that's an opportunity to look for secret rooms. Those guys can really paint you in a corner, unintended, if you're not careful. There's also a random chance when you're playing this game of having extra large rooms, like where it says Utero 1 on the bottom. It would say like Utero XL, and what that does is it's double the size. And there'll be like, if it's a normal level, it'll be like 2 treasure rooms, 2 bosses. It's basically both floors of that world all in one floor. And they're pretty fun because like basically the entire map is as big as it can be. Vaginas shooting out lasers. So the reason to explore these floors, knowing that there's no treasure map on them, or a treasure room on them, is for an arcade. Because you can still do a lot of things in an arcade. You can potentially get another heart container, you can recharge if you have enough money. A lot of good reasons to still look for stuff. I'm gonna try right there. Ah! Oh, of course. I deserve that. Don't do that. Sometimes you really don't get that much of a reward for beating what is practically that's a boss in any other level of the game. Secret room. That Ankh, if I die, I'll come back with 4 soul hearts, and I have another chance to beat the game with just 4 soul hearts. Not the most useful item. Oh my god, I can't believe I escaped that one. There are some people that are really, really good at this game. I'm not one of them. Oh, that's a big laser in the middle. You can see I'm slowly losing those soul hearts I had accrued. What the heck I hit? So again, there's that room that will hurt me, but instead of taking off 2 half hearts, it'll take off 2 whole hearts. So not really worth it. This room here with the swords over the door, if you have full health, you can enter. There's also a room that looks very similar that has like a skull on the top. You have to have low health to enter. And this is food, so it's totally worth getting. But now I can play boss. And there are 2 levels to Utero, so there will be a second level. This is Chubby, I believe his name is. He is like Dodongo, where if you put a bomb when he charges you, he will like eat it and get hurt. Which is kind of funny. Really? So these are Monstros, 2 of them, because 1 wasn't hard enough. Or no, they're not Monstro, they're, I forget what the name is. I think it's Monstro. All that for a card. The club doubles my bombs, so I'll go from 3 to 6. And we're in the room right before the boss fight, so I'm going to use Judgment. Or no, I'll save it for the next level. If I don't use it by the time I get to the final boss. Well, not final. One of the final bosses, depending on. So what he just did slows me down, but I'm already pretty fast. And the idea is that he slows you down and then throws these scythes at me. Now he launches his chariot at me, which is not the same as the boss. It's like now considered a new enemy on the screen. Those guys are not well to be messing with right now. Oh, that's nice. The chariot right there. Right? That was actually not so bad. Meat Cube. If you get 4 Meat Cubes in a run, you'll get Super Meat Boy, which is another game that these guys made. And he'll like run around you. If you get 2, it's like a little, like right now it's just a square that it'll block some shots. If you get 2, it'll be a face that shoots. If it's 3, it'll be like this little boy who walks around you and fires. And then if it's 4, it'll turn into Super Meat Boy. And that's like pretty cool. Or maybe it's 3. Maybe you only need 3. So it's cool that they drop poop because there's potential items inside, but at the same time they will block your path. So if you're trying to run away, you have to be careful. Yeah, I know you hate Super Meat Boy. A lot of people love that game, though. Ah! Hiding behind rocks is a good strategy when you're being shot at by multiple people. And if I had spectral tears, I could shoot through the rocks, and that's like a mechanic and technique you use sometimes. Oh, of course. Don't mind me just losing health. That's pretty good to use. I'll probably come back for it, because I know by the time I fight the boss, I'll probably have lost a bunch more health. You know, it doubles my health, in case you don't remember. But I'm probably going to use this Judgment card first. I never beat Super Meat Boy. I got to, like, I was trying to be a perfectionist and beat everything 100% as I played. So I never got really further than, like, the second world. Why did I do that? That's what you find yourself saying a lot when you play this game. It's like, why did I do that? So like this guy, instead of dropping those little bad guys, he drops those little bud things to shoot out bullets at you. Tears. Which kind of makes them easier, to be honest. They're very stationary, and if you're far enough away, they can't hit you. Nope, no thank you. No interest in sacrificing anything right now. Okay. So 2 lusts. Oh. This is where a fast character is really important. Like if you had no speed, you not do that well. Poison touch, so if someone touches me, they get hurt. Whatchamacallit machine. So this guy's a little different. He does the same thing as like the red version, but he shoots 3 things, and he can also only shoot once every like 3 seconds. So what I can do is have him shoot, and then try to get him to run into my bullet. And there's other techniques, like if I had attack flies or some other weapon. You know, it makes it a little bit easier. You can see the door got blown open, but like if I want to escape the room, I could. But if I re-entered, it would be all the bad guys again. Unicorn horn, that's the same as a chariot. Probably won't use that. I have 6 bombs to find the second secret room. I'll probably look for that soon. I'm gonna look at that long line there on the far right. Oh crap. Ooh boy. So the guy with the eyeball, he'll run the fastest because he can like see where he's running. All the other guys kind of meander a little bit slower, so it's not as hard. Alrighty. So I explored the whole map, other than this one room, because I don't want to lose 2 hearts. Again, there's a possibility one of these rocks is one of those rocks that has soul hearts, or health, or, you know, plus damage boost in it. But probably not likely. I think my most likely area is these 2 rooms, the top and bottom. And because those rocks might have something, I'm going to try to position the bomb in a place that will hit the wall and the rocks below it. Hoping that one of those 2 things has a secret inside it. And in this room, there's not. Nope. Another place it could be would be up and to the right. No. It could be all the way down and to the left. Again, it can't be a room that touches any other room. And it could be the room below the boss room, straight down. Or it could be the room at the very top to the left. And rarely it is a room that touches another room, but I think it tries to prioritize a room that touches no other room. It must be that top room if I had to guess. Since there's nothing else I can really do, I'm going to do the judgment real quick, which puts out a beggar. And then just start giving him coins. And if I finish him off, I'll go to that, oh, and I did. He gives me the Book of Revelations, which gives me a soul heart, and it's chargeable. I'm gonna not use that. And since I have 21 extra hearts, I'm gonna go to that vending machine here. The fortune-telling machine. That's a little secret. You can run diagonal past those spikes and not take damage was what I was gonna say, but that blew me back into the spikes. Balls of Steel was what that pill gave me, and Balls of Steel gives me 2 soul hearts. So I lost 1 because I got thrown into the spikes, but I gained 1. This boss isn't very hard. It's a kind of like a fetus type thing. The hardest part is clearing out these guys. But then you just kind of, he'll drop down, he'll deploy some bad guys, and then he'll come back once you kill all the bad guys. And when he gets down to like a third health, or maybe like a little less than 50%, he'll stay down with the enemies in the room and start dropping bombs. And it becomes a lot easier at that point. Like, the last thing you want is these guys when it starts dropping the bomb. But otherwise, it's pretty easy. So the very first time you play the game, actually the first 10 times you play, this level is actually Mom's heart. And it's not this, like, little baby. Little baby. But once you beat it 10 times, it permanently turns into this kid. Or kid-like thing. This is the Lord of Flies. He won't really do much damage to me because he likes the poop hat. The flies love the poop hat. Oh, I thought he was about to stay down permanently. So, like, probably the next time he drops, he'll stay down permanently and start dropping bombs on the screen. Something about this game, I can talk a lot while playing and not be too distracted. Oh, and the bombs he drops also, like, cover acid on the floor. So you can't tell where he bombed. But it becomes a little bit easier, like, he just dropped flies there, who cares? So now you can see there are two things. There is a downwards area. So this is normally the end game, and once you beat it enough times, you unlock these other paths. Going down, you go and fight Satan. Going up, you go into the cathedral, and you end up fighting... It's odd, but you end up fighting Isaac. And then if you beat Isaac with all the guys, there's actually another part of the game that I've never actually played. I primarily played this before the first expansion, so like, some of this game is still new to me. Well, the goal I was trying to do tonight was to fight Satan. Satan's really hard, so is Isaac. I think I have a better shot at Satan than I do Isaac, so I'm gonna go down. And that was the goal for tonight anyway. This is only one level. There is no... It's Sheol is the name of the level, or Sheol. I don't know how to say it. There's only one map. It's not like a two-parter. Oh, these are... Unfortunately, even though there's two of them, when you use one, you use both. So I don't get like two charges. The other version of this game, the remake, Wookiee, is more pixel style, pixel art. Really what it looks like is they just took the sprites from this game and threw them through a pixel filter. They're just like, throw some pixels on it. I don't like the way the other one looks because I kind of am used to the way this one looks. Now that this book is charged, and that's what I'm going to use when I fight the boss, I'm going to grab that other book and use it as I clear out some other rooms if it charges. And these are bosses again. This is like a greed I'm fighting here. Stuck. Oh, I'm dead. I need an adult. Why did I do that? That was stupid. I have a hard time dodging this guy's attack for some reason. Like, I always end up in it. And like right now, if I try to fight the devil with this, much health, I'm definitely not gonna, like, I'm not good enough to win. These rocks as well will not show you if they're one of those special types of rocks. I'm like down to my last point. I don't think I'm gonna win. I'd have to find like a casino, like a arcade. Well, that was kind of convenient. Oh, that might do it. I can get full health from this. I'll run back, get the other book. And then I'll have actually a fighting chance. Pretty good. Basically, for every heart you have when you fight the boss, it's how many hits you have. So I have 7 plus 2, you know, soul hearts. I have 9 hits. Or if I only go in there right now, 5 hits. Bad gas is better. I found a pill is that puberty one that doesn't really do anything. It just makes you look stupid. Bad gas is at least like an AoE that will poison them. It's a fart. I'm also playing on a wireless keyboard. It's not like reading my very sensitive inputs. Like if you're not lined up on that diagonal, you'll run into the spikes. You know, little things you don't want to happen. I usually play on like a laptop keyboard, which is also not ideal, but works. Oh, this is who I'm going to be fighting first. This is the first form. And I've gotten decent at fighting them without taking too much damage. They'll like split in half. Then you have to fight 2 of them that have the same exact attack pattern. Oh, damage. One. And in case you're wondering why I'm exploring the map still, I'm hoping that I can find Telepill is not what I'm going to use right now. I'm hoping I can find like a arcade. Oh, very convenient. Oh, god damn it. This is one of the horseman bosses. There's like the 4 horsemen. I'm just losing health left and right. I probably shouldn't be exploring anymore. But at this point, I'm kind of committed to it. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to fight the boss with just 2 hearts, 2 hits. Busy hoping that he got hit. Ooh, half a heart. Ooh, big spender. Really, what would be best for me if I found the secret room and it was a room full of hearts, which does exist in this game. But the likelihood of me accidentally or luckily getting that, not very high. Oh, found the secret room. No, just Mom's Pearl. Just a trinket. So the next best thing would be a arcade, and if I had a lot of good luck, I could get some health back. There are pills in the game that I was not lucky enough to get that either increase heart container or increase or give you full health. Like one pill, you get full health. These are like little... I forget what these guys are called. They're like little demons. Little demons. I mean, it is possible to beat the devil with one hit point, but I'm not very good, so. The tower, that's just bombs. I might use it. And normally I would like to have something that lets me fly, because anything that lets you fly gives you really fast mobility. I have a lot of... No, I've had problems in the past where I've gotten to this far and I've only have 3 heart containers. Oh, that's great. Which is really bad. You don't want to do that. But I have plenty of hearts. If they were full, I would take a serious crack at it. I might try to use bombs. I only have 5 bombs, but the downside with bombs is you can accidentally blast yourself. So if you're not careful, especially like when those devils are chasing me, you know, you end up killing yourself. Not so good. I don't think I'm gonna beat this, but we'll see. Almost lost a health point right there, and I lost one right there. But I have less, so I got it back. So after these guys, there is another form, and it's this statue in the middle. And then after that, there is another form that's kind of like Mom's leg, but it's 2 of them. And it's just legs coming down. And then they put, like these guys on the map that explode. So he'll shoot sideways, and then he'll also shoot lasers in the front. So if you're in the front of him, there's that laser, and he also shoots 2 out of his hand, depending on the exact location you are when you, travel in front of his face. If you're really good at bullet hells, this would be part of the game for you. And I am not. Alright, so we're on the final form, and it's just going to be legs coming down. And they're close. You just gotta Pay attention to the shadow being dropped on the map. And then those things, they seek you out if you're in their line of sight. You just kind of have to keep moving and hope that you don't have one of those things run into you. So it is possible for me to beat it, but I'll believe it when I see it. Especially when they're in the front, you can't really see. Oh, see, I got hit. Oh, I beat it! How about that? How about that? And here is the end cutscene for... There's like 12 cutscenes, so this is one of them. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to beat that. And that's about how long the game takes. It's about 1.5 to 2.5 hours, depending on what you do in the game. I really didn't think I was going to beat the boss with as little health as I did, but that little blessing really paid off. It gave me an extra blue heart when I got hit right away. And then I was lucky enough just to, you know, dodge and move. Monstro. That's right. Oh, Chub, not Chubby. Oh, Loki, right. Monstro 2, of course. Sorry, I'm just like trying to remember who all these guys are. I don't think I fought the Carrion Queen before. Or Loki too. And Daddy Longlegs I just recently unlocked. So yeah, as you play the game and unlock the secrets, you get more bosses and items. And it doesn't necessarily mean you start off with an item. It just means that when you you have a chance to pick up that item. Cool. So that's one more thing down on my checklist. Now I just have to do that again with Eve and question mark. Question mark's the hardest. So I was talking before about their stats at the very beginning here. You can kind of see some of the stats. There's actually a lot more than what's shown here. There is hearts, speed, and attack. If you have a 0 here, you start off with 1 heart container. This person starts off with 5 heart containers because it's 0 plus 4. But they're really slow and they have moderate attack. You know, this person starts off with 1 heart container, is moderately slow, but has very strong attack. This person is the hardest because he starts off with -1, which means he only starts off with a soul heart. And the way he works is you can only pick up soul hearts. And anytime you would get something that would give you a container, it only gives you a soul heart. So you pretty much have to play the game without getting hit. And there is an achievement for playing him and beating it on hard mode, which is like what I played was like the normal mode. So there's even a much harder mode. And I've beaten Mom's Heart on hard mode with most of these people. But I haven't beaten everything on hard mode. Like, I haven't beaten the Cathedral on hard mode. So yeah, once you beat Mom's Heart, you have the option of Cathedral or Hell. There's another thing that I haven't unlocked yet. It's that, you know, it's this thing. If I get all the puzzle pieces, I'll get access to the chest, which I don't know what that is. Alright, well, that's going to conclude this round. I'm really surprised I got that far. Or beat it, rather. So thanks for watching. I probably will stream this again. This is one of my top 10 favorite games for sure. This and Faster Than Light are like, I play them a lot. I kill a lot of hours. I think I have over 100 hours in this game. Same with Faster Than Light. I have over 100. I waste my life playing this game sometimes. So yeah, thanks for coming out, and I will see you guys next time.